From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. Of course, at Tommy Max, at my bar, and brought to you by our good friends at Heritage Capital. We're talking veterans, bourbon, and bullets. That's right, we're talking all of that right here on the show today. Let's welcome in the panel. Two from Sovereign Ammo is here. Laura is here. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
And Amedeo. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
Tell us about Sovereign Ammo real quick. Obviously, you're providing ammunition for all the guns in the world, I would imagine, yes?
Yes.
Where are you guys out of?
We are out of Flagler County, a little town called Bunnell.
Okay, absolutely. How long you been doing that for?
Just about 2 years.
Okay. All types of calibers? What kind of ammo are we talking?
Our primary focus right now is 9mm.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, sir.
How many different kind of, I'm not a total gun guy. I do have a 9 at home. You know, it's funny, I have a gun at home, but I leave it in the safe that it would take me a minute to get to, like if I needed to get to it.
Not doing you a heck of a lot of good.
No, I know. Well, I got two big dogs, and then I got me, and then at least, you know, I got a chance.
Last line of defense.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. But all types of
Yeah, we
ammo?
do plinking ammos, personal defense. We have all the way from 115 grain. We actually have a 50 grain that goes 2,100 feet per second that we partnered with Liberty Ammunition that we offer on our website as well.
Okay.
All the way to subsonic 147 grain.
Holy cow, I don't even know what that means, but that sounds
They're just
like
fat
a hell
and
of a
slow.
bullet. Yeah.
Kind of like me.
Okay. Exactly. Laura, what do you do with the company? What's your role?
So my role is CEO, and
Okay.
I do a lot of marketing stuff.
Oh, okay.
And
You're running
systems
the show.
engineering, and yeah.
Have you always been into guns and ammo and that type of thing?
No, not
Okay.
even a little. I blame him and hold him responsible.
Okay, nice.
The world changed when COVID came in, and we just felt really unsafe. He wanted to be the man of the house and protect us. And
Okay.
I had a strong business background. He's like, "Hey, you want to be my business partner?" You mean I get to work with my best friend?
Nice.
So
It's good.
Yeah. So we're business partners. We got funded earlier this year. And,
Congratulations.
that's part
That's
of my
not
job
easy
is
to
to
ask.
go out and be like, "Hey, give me money."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a big part of my job. But
Yeah. Not an easy job asking for funding and
turns
financing.
out, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Never did it before. So
I kind of do that on the side. It's challenging, but congrats on getting it done.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Great to have you on the show. Troy's back with April Bourbon Whiskey.
Thanks, Tom.
People are trying it on the show. They dig it already, brother.
they're loving
Congrats.
it.
Absolutely.
Music to my ears.
Bourbons, veterans, guns. You're a veteran. They seem to all kind of go to. Although you shouldn't drink too much bourbon before you shoot.
Yeah,
guns.
you should shoot first, then drink.
Then
bourbon.
drink.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not even want to take the edge off.
No, probably
No.
not. We'll stick with shoot first and bourbon later. you know.
Absolutely. How's things going with April?
It's good. It's really good. We launched on April 1st, exceeded our expectations. Things went really well, and then so now the military exchanges, we're having talks with them about putting placements in their shelves. So things are good.
Awesome.
Real good.
Shawn is back with his podcast, S.O.S. Thank you for your service as well.
Thank you.
Podcast going well.
Oh, going outstanding. We're already booked through the rest of the year.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right, so I think we can all talk about this. I just thought of this, but talk just about, and it's not necessarily gun control, but just guns in America. What would you do different, if anything? I'm going to start with you, Shawn. I'm putting you right on the spot. But I mean, look, you know what? I'll start. I think the laws have to be a little bit tougher. I do think that whoever's dealing guns should look. You got to do a deep dive into the person that's coming to your store. Just background check, like deep social media, whatever the case may be, right? I think there's got to be something done. We need to be able to protect ourselves. I'm all for that, all the way. But how do you feel about the whole situation?
I am definitely pro-gun.
Yeah.
You know, I own handguns. Spent 20 years in the Army shooting, guns.
Okay.
So I do agree to an extent that our background checks, things like that, need to be very comprehensive. I think the other piece of that is education, though, as well.
Sure.
Because you see a lot of stories where the kid gets a hold of the gun and does something dumb or what have you. And so how do we control that? How do we teach that? I think we go a long way with better education, for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, when we first come into the military, they drive it home. They're like, safety with everything.
Safety first.
Yeah, safety first.
Beating you with the
Yeah.
rod.
Yeah. And it's an important aspect is to know the operation of what you're using. Just like driving a car, you need to know how to drive a car. You need to, and this is something, it's dangerous.
It's got to be secondhand, Nate. Like, you got to know it that well. It's like knowing a playbook, right? You know it like the back of your hand. Like, you got to know. Maybe that's why it's up in the closet, because I'm not there totally yet. Like, totally just comfortable pulling it out, loading it, and using it. You know what I mean? But, so, the detractors, what would you say? And this isn't a political show, because I'm all for it too, but I know there are people out there like, oh man, you got to get the guns off the streets. Look, I'll tell you this. As long as the bad guys have the guns, the good guys got to have the guns. I'm sorry, you're never going to get the guns off the streets illegally. It's never going to happen. You could say, well, yeah, Ken, Tom, and I'll say, well, the war on drugs has been going on for decades. There's still a ton of drugs out on the streets. They're everywhere.
That's right.
So what do you say?
I think you just brought up a great point. I'm like these guys. I'm pro-gun all the way. I'm against gun control. I'm for all the legal, background checks, mental health check, all of that. I think that's very, very important. I think the link between that is, comparing a citizen to a criminal. So I think if they kept the criminals in jail, we would see right off the bat a lot less crime.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go with these guys too, just to kind of add on as far as safety. I don't recommend just to go out and buy a pistol. Start with a rifle. Take a hunter's ed class. Learn the mechanisms.
Okay.
Learn how ammo functions. Learn how to deal with a malfunction. Because at the end of the day, you can compare a firearm to a power saw, and that power saw might actually be more dangerous.
I agree. It's a person that
it's
does
the person,
it, right?
Yeah.
But I think we got to find some common ground. I just look, when you see these shootings, these mass shootings, you're like, man. Then you hear about the social media posts, like they're doing all these threats. Like, how did we miss that? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it seems like it's staring us in the face, and that maybe should be better. How about you? Yeah, I'll give you the final word if you'd like to join in.
I enjoy having the last word.
Cheers to that. There you go. All right.
I think that the subject of gun control is about control, not so much prevention. If you're really interested in prevention, you need to actually identify the root causes.
Okay.
And I think we have a major epidemic of a mental illness. We have a
I agree with that.
major core values and spiritual decline
Less
in our
faith,
country.
I agree with that.
We have too many fatherless homes. We
Okay.
have social rot that's now paraded out to be like, no, you have to accept this, and if you don't, you're a bigot. So a lot of these things are creating a lot of chaos in the home that are creating very unstable young people that grow up to do bad things.
Yeah.
So if we're going to be looking at cure, we have to look at prevention as well. In terms of actual cure, should people have training? Yes. I think that it needs to probably be more traditional in terms of the way things used to be, where there was, like here in the South, there used to be reloading classes. Like, why are we stigmatizing something and blaming the weapon? I mean, I could bludgeon you with that glass if I wanted to and cause a lot of damage.
Sure.
It's not the weapon, it's the person. The person is not well.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm trying to think while you guys are talking. Maybe it's the words gun control. Maybe they got to change the wording, because maybe it should be a little bit different.
Well, even use the term gun violence, which is wrong.
Yeah.
It's just violence. Like, people are violent.
But
Take a look at that.
I agree with that. Look, you see people stomping on each other, pulling on knives, whatever. But I do think, you know what I miss, and I don't mean this in the way it's going to sound. I miss the old hand-to-hand, one-on-one, using your fists, and then walk away after it's done. That doesn't happen anymore. Someone's pulling out a gun, pulling out a knife, or 10 guys are jumping on one, or whatever the case may be, and that's all gone out the window. So look, at the end of the day, I think there's got to be some common ground in the middle. Everyone should have the right to bear arms, right? As long as everything checks out, and will we ever get there is the question. But congrats on your business.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, I'm all for it. And everybody has the right to walk into your store and get the kind of ammo that they feel they need to defend themselves and live their life. All right? Cheers to that. That's what America's about, man. That's what you guys fought for, right?
Yeah.
Freedom,
Absolutely.
baby.
God bless America.
God bless America. No doubt about that. All right, that'll do it for us this time around. Check out all these great profiles, this conversation, and many more at iwantabuzz.com. Until next time, y'all stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers. Hey, Tom McManus here with Carpet Man Flooring. Wow, warehouses the size of football fields filled with rolls of carpet and LVP. That's luxury vinyl planking. LVP. Carpet Man's LVP.
Carpet Man,
Carpet Man's
LVP.
the luxury beneath your feet.
Our prices, they can't be beat.
LVP.
Carpet Man's LVP.
Carpet Man Flooring, your hometown flooring store.